glad you're with us. It's Blake Groupie to get this one started, and off we go here in New Orleans. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Now he's loose down the left sideline. How about this? And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 76 yards. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
A man who played collegiately at nearby Tulane, it's Tyjae Spears. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tyjae Spears, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Titans need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Nick Folk for the point after. And this is good. Our score is 7-0 Tennessee. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now Carr shifting his guys around a bit. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with the pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And just shedding him off there. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 99 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Again, it's Henry. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Levis on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. A.T. Perry, 75 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. On 3rd down, Henry. There he goes, left side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 143 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. So after some runs, now they'll throw with Levis. That is incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10. They run wide side with Henry. And good running, going to get this down close to a 1st at the Saints 32. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll try to run for the 1st with Henry. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this 1st quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
7-7, our score after 1. 2nd quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll run it again with Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Levis now on 2nd down. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to about the 19. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's a Titans touchdown. Chigakonkwo from 19 yards away. And the Titans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie, because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Again, it's Carr. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. 6:37. From the gun, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 173 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
The toss right to Henry. The 20. 5. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, 44 yards. And the Titans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On for the extra point is Folk. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Running left, it's Henry.
He'll take it inside the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And the busy night for Henry continues. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here is 3rd and 5. Levis to throw it. Touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Titans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Carr now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Perry.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
A.T. Perry.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Saints get a late score here, the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left.
The Saints offense and Derek Carr, they're still on the field, so they figure to go for 2 here.
They'll try and run it in with Miller. And he's going to get in, so they're back within 11. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Levis sets up to throw here. Try to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
This time they stay on the ground. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Kamara try the right side. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's Carr. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
Carr going to go on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jerome Johnson, 47 yards. And the Saints are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
93.
Carr will look to throw. Being chased out left. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
They keep it with Henry on first down. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. A handoff, running left, Henry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And past the 30, down to about the 27. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
They'll toss it to Henry. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Again to Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Derrick Henry. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. So here's Nick Folk in an important spot. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. Folk's kick is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. And from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing his car. Connecting with Hill. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now Carr. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Marlon Davidson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Here comes 2nd down.
We're good. Express. Hey, 7:34.
Carr. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. 2nd and 6. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And here on 3rd down, your number 1 goal, don't be a hero, just get the 1st down. But here, once he gets past the line of scrimmage, the field opens up for him, and he's able to take it right up the gut and into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Folk, and the lead is up to 15 now.
38, Saints 23.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10.
Hey, 7:34. Fight down. Express. 6:18. Hey, Raider 2. What's up?
Carr to throw. That's caught by Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Raider 9.
Here's Carr. Buying time to his left. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
White Monday down. Easy, easy. Kill, kill.
Carr to throw on second down. He's to the 15. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for two here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
A point after, good by Groupie. As this gets him back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. "25 seconds to go. A must recover if they're going to have any chance. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Another run on second down, trying to cover up.